What up, world? This your boy Lil Mo Films, and welcome again to the Chitlin Circuit. We got a special guest in the building. Look, man, we've been covering all angles. I'm talking about hip hop, world news, local news, sports, everything. Right now, we finna put y'all into the food game. You know what I'm saying? We're one of the top leaders in Tennessee on this food game, and he right here from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Welcome to the platform, the Bistro, man. Cornelius, Lathen.
Man, what's up, Lil Mo? Thank you for having me, bro.
Hey, man, been waiting on this one, dog. Been waiting on this one, man. I've been seeing you do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's been a little grind, man. But we finally getting to the point where we need to get to. So, yeah, I'm just staying consistent, staying hungry, staying grinding.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta ask you, man, cause you ain't never been on here, man. What made you get into cooking, bro? Like,
So
was
it
you a
all,
kid or something? Or?
yeah. So it all started back when I was a kid, man. I had an uncle who lived with me, man, and while I lived with him, he was a quadriplegic, and so that's paralyzed from the neck down, so he couldn't move. So in order for us to eat, bro, I had to cook the food. So I remember we used to get on AOL, internet, let that load up, and then we used to like search recipes, man. The first recipe I kind of remember is like making a funnel cake, and then from there, man, we just started making like burgers and stuff, and that's how I got into food. I started cooking at an early age because, like I said, I was at the house of my uncle, and we had to take care of him.
That's crazy. It's crazy how a life circumstance can
Yeah.
put you into something that you just like carry to.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, dang, man, I never would have guessed that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your grandmama or something used to cook or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is, I mean, they did, but like our food identity as a family, because my grandmama, she from Baltimore, and she moved down here when she was like 9 to 10, and so she came to the South, and so it was like always a gap with they food identity, because up north they were eating something different from when they was eating down here. So it was just always different.
They eat them crabs and shit like that.
Yeah, up there. So when we go up there, we had the crab boils and stuff, and it's different from like the southern style crab boils, real different. And down here it's like soul
Crawfish
food.
and-
Yeah. So man, it's crazy how it turned out. But now I'm in the middle, and I'm finding my food identity, mixing that with this new stuff. So it's cool.
It's funny you say that, man, cause where we at now, man, it's like I remember being young. We used to have barbecues all the time, like cookouts. We
Yeah.
even link up on Sundays sometimes, have Sunday dinners. You
Yep.
know, your grandmama cook everything.
Right.
And I think it's a problem, bro. I don't see that no more. Like, I don't see. I mean, maybe some families still do that, but I'm saying you used to see it a lot.
Right.
Like, you don't see it as much as you used to see it.
Right.
How you feel about that?
I think it's the fast food restaurants kind of ruined that, because a lot of people grow up, and let's go back. A lot of people having kids early, so they never learned the skill, and then when they have kids, it's so convenient to go to like a drive-through or whatever. So cooking is not really taught anymore, especially in school. Back in the days they had like home economics and stuff, which they don't do that now. So it's really crazy how they got away from the cooking part. But now with like TV and Food Network and stuff like that, cooking is starting to become like a big thing now. So you got people selling plates now. So it's starting to get back there. But for a minute, man, it was like non-existence for a second.
And I was talking with my cousins. I was like, it's kind of our generation fault, bro. Cause it's like our grandmamas done got too old to do that shit now. Like they don't even feel like doing it now.
Right.
And then our uncles' age, they did it. They getting old now. They like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like our generation time. We just used to pulling up and getting the food
and leaving.
and you know what I'm saying? It's our generation time to do that.
Right.
So I've been saying I'm gonna start pushing that, bro. Like,
yeah, we got to get back to the basics as a culture, man, and especially black people, because that's what saved us through slavery and all that, man. Is cooking, man. Food. Yeah. Food. So even like the documentaries like High on the Hog show you that, like, if it weren't for family and cooking, like, man, them people would have lost their mind, bro, and being so confined and stuff. So I think it's really important to get back there.
That was something for them to look forward to, the meal for the day. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So your name is, you know what I'm saying, the Bistro. Now I done a little research.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Bistro is a French word. You know what I'm saying? I speak a little French. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? You know, je m'appelle Lumo. You know what I'm saying? But why that name? Why, you know what I'm saying?
So
why not Cornelius Rib Shack? You know what I'm saying? Like why,
So like when you think about like let's say we use Cornelius Rib Shack or whatever, that's what society kind of expect, or like when they see me, they expect me to be like a soul food cook, which I can cook soul food like I think better than anybody. But I went to a French culinary institution. Now, granted, they teach you that French is the beginning of culinary and it's the principles, and that's cool and fine. Yeah, it is. But at the same token, the continent of Africa is like the originator of anything, bro, especially cooking wise. So, but the principles that I learned in the French Culinary Institution, it helped me use that in my cooking now. So instead of doing soul food, I'm doing soul food, but I got a lot of French principles and a lot of French influence behind it. And it for me, it's more seasonings, it's more ingredients that I didn't know about, and it's just fusing that with my African American heritage. So that's why I picked up the name of Bistro. And if you go to any bistro, it's typically like a small gathering, like a small setting, and that's what I kind of want eventually. So I'm just rocking with the name until I get to that point.
That's crazy you say that, man, because they would expect you to do some soul food. And what I want people to realize, I feel like you expanding for black folks. By you just going out there on a limb and say the bistro, because I don't think people realize this soul food come from slaves, like not having the other food to cook. Exactly. Like they had to use the chitlins, they had to use the hog maw, they had to use those type of foods to figure out how to make a good meal.
Right. And it's interesting that you said that, because now I got access to more.
So why limit me to
Why
limit me to hog maws and barbecue, nigga? You feel me? Like,
I got more to work with, so I'm gonna use them ingredients.
Yeah.
My ancestors fought for me to use them ingredients, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, man. So So I heard you say you liked it the French style or whatever. So who is an inspirational chef, or somebody that who your favorite chef is?
So my favorite chef will have to be a chef by the name of Kwame Onwuachi, and he's a black chef. I think his roots is Jamaican and African. But as far as French chefs go, my favorite chef would be probably Eric Ripert. He's a guy that moved here from France, opened up a restaurant called Le Bourdain in New York. It's a 3 Michelin star restaurant, and he was a real bad chef at one point as far as like temperament and attitude, and he became Buddhist, and now he is like, you see chefs like Gordon Ramsay and how he ruled with an iron fist, but Eric Ripert, he don't rule like that, and that's what I like, because I ain't a mean guy, man. I'm a good guy. I had a pretty bad past growing up, so I choose to be nice, and I feel like that can follow me in this industry, and I can show the young cats a different way, especially trying to reach black people, man, and my people, because we don't accept disrespect well. So you got to come to me correct, and that's how I want to come at my people correct. And I feel like that'll be the only way I can really teach them culinary arts, because they'll accept me teaching them that way versus being a butthole.
I feel that. That Gordon Ramsay dude mean as hell, boy. That nigga rough, man. I say, man, ain't no damn way, boy. I be done do the grease on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, like, man, you ain't never been on none of them shows or something. I feel like I seen something.
So yeah, I haven't made the cut of the shows, but I auditioned for 2 of them. I can talk about them now, but I auditioned for MasterChef in 2019. I actually made it past to the executive producer, so I got to cook for Gordon Ramsay and his culinary team. They love my food. This true story. But they said my background story wasn't interesting enough. So in order to get on shows, man, you got to have like what will make America fall in love with you? That's what they asked me. And you had people like saying I had 4 heart attacks, or I moved here, my family, we couldn't speak English, and so that's what they looking for on TV. They looking for drama too. So it ain't just about cooking. It's about, can you sell yourself on TV? So I didn't get that one. And then I want to say his new show, Food Star. I didn't know the name of the show when I auditioned for it. But the thing with that one is I didn't have a product at the time. And he was looking to back a chef that had a product. Speaking of products, now that's what taught me about getting a product. So that's why I came up with the Bistro Punch, because I noticed I didn't have a product then. So now what I did was I created my Bistro Punch, which is this is the OG, the pink, and this is the sour apple lemonade. And so now if I had the opportunity to get back on that show, I actually have a product to present. But these for you, Mo.
Oh man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to try these out. You know. Yeah, I'll be sure I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying?
Most
That's
definitely.
what's up, man.
Most definitely.
That's what's up. But yeah, Gordon Ramsay, man. My favorite is Anthony Bourdain, bro. Like, I love Anthony Bourdain because he ain't really no chef.
Right.
He's just a person who tastes the food and go experience the culture. Like, he'll bring the culture with the food together.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and I always liked his style because it made me feel like a chef show.
Right.
But he was just like a tourist. Going
just,
to these places, like.
Let me give you a little bit about Anthony Bourdain. I think he one of the coldest ones. He actually got his chef book, Kitchen Confidential, was one of the first chef books I read. And contrary to popular belief, man, he actually was a chef early on, and he went through the school of Hard Knock, and like it went through it. Like, if you read that book, you'll see his whole story and then how he got to the point where he was at. But then that lets you know too, like, no matter how much money and fame you get, like, man, depression and stuff is serious, especially in this industry. So, for me, that's why I keep myself clean, bro. And, like, I no drugs, no alcohol. Like, I got to stay at that level because you deal with so much stress and so much. So, I feel like, I don't want to make the same mistakes them guys made. Like I said, no matter how much money and fame you get, if you ain't checking on your mentals, bro, I mean, you'll end yourself like he did, bro.
I just can't believe it, bro. I refuse to believe it. I think it's a setup. I think he was deep in the game, man. I feel like somebody did something to him, man. He had too much. I mean, you never know, bro. Yeah. Depression is real, but I really feel like this nigga got the best job in the world. Like, then again, maybe he felt like he done seen everything. He like, you don't know what that man was going through. Like, it just seemed fishy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you even got like people like, when you think about like that, like Robin Williams, man, one of the coldest actors ever. And same thing, bro. Same demise. And so I just be like, man, I got to keep myself level headed, man. So that's why I move the way I move.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
My favorite meal to cook, probably fresh pasta. And that's like taking semolina flour, egg yolks, a little oil, making a pasta, rolling it out, cutting it into a pasta, and cooking it that way. I like it because the technique, and for me, when I was growing up, I always seen pasta in a box, dried. But when you see, like, you can make this stuff from scratch, like, it trip you out. One of the reasons I went to culinary school was, I found out you can learn how to make mayonnaise. And I was just like, man, how can you make mayonnaise at the time? Because I always seen it in a jar. But then when I figured out, like, man, you can actually take some egg yolks, emulsify that with a little mustard, add some oil to it, and then turn it to mayonnaise, bro. It tripped me out because I was like, man, I can pretty much make anything I want to make. Yeah. So.
Them Italian people been on it. They been on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
been on it.
You can go. It's in their culture. Though. You can go watch a movie. You can go watch. You know what I'm saying? Even the Greek people, like they handmade bread and everything.
All that, bro.
We grew up just go get the Iron Kids bread. Like, go get the. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Like,
appreciate you.
You making moves, man. I know you said you got some stuff going on in the future, and I know you can't go too deep into it, but this is the chilling circuit, man, and we like to get up on shit first before everybody get up on it. So, can you let them know a little bit about what you gonna have coming in the future?
Yeah, man. So, the Bistro, we've been at a set location for the past year and a half now, and I just been grinding it out. But pretty soon, man, we ain't gonna be at that location. We're gonna be everywhere. And what's crazy is I said it a year and a half ago. I said my goal is to cook for everybody, and in order to do that, I got to be mobile. So just know, man, we got some big stuff finna pop off. You heard it here first at Lil Mo Films.
Hey, you heard it right here first on the chitlin circuit. Don't get mad at me because I got the info first, baby. Don't get mad at me because I got it first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know, I love covering hip hop, bro. Mm-hmm. I love covering hip hop. What's some of the ways you see infusing food with hip hop? Like, cause I can't think of it. It's hot wing. I mean, hot ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
hot ones.
Hot ones. Yeah.
Like, I feel like he kind of did pull that off some kind of way, like a little bit.
Yep.
Like, but he don't just do hip hop. He do
everything.
But he has some hip hop artists on there. You feel me? Like, but I see Trick Daddy got his own shop down in Florida or whatever, and he got his own podcast.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's important, bro. Like,
yeah. And for me, man, hip hop has always been at the root of everything. So even when I post videos on Facebook, I always put music behind it. And the reason I do that because when I'm cooking to the song that I put behind the music, so people can actually see what influenced whatever I was cooking. Mm-hmm. And like even the show Hot Ones, man, it's so crazy how that show is so national, but I got a piece of it on there too. So it's a company from here called Hoff and Pepper Hot Sauce. I don't know if you knew about that, but they actually had their hot sauce featured on Hot Ones. And if you go and see any of their food pictures on Facebook, I was the food stylist for all their food pictures. Dang. So I styled the pictures, bro.
I ain't even know that. Yeah. See, that's random right there. You done some big stuff on the low, bro. Hell's Kitchen, Hot Ones.
Man,
like.
So I always try to operate behind the scenes because being in the front of the camera, you getting the bread, but man, behind the scenes, boy, that's where you get like so much more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was able to do like a 3-day shoot with them, man, and style everything for their new hot sauce line that they had rolling out. So we got to work with big influencers like Spicy Cam and on the Goon Squad. These guys got like 15 million subscribers apiece, and I got to style their hot sauce. So.
Did you have to apply for that, or did they?
No, what I did was, I got my YouTube channel, and what I did was I took all my seafood pictures, and I had put a post on Facebook with all my thumbnails, and like I just been grinding out, and the photographer seen that, and a guy seen it that knew the photographer, and she was looking for a food stylist, and he tagged her in my post, and she reached out to me, and she was like, hey, I don't know if you did food styling before, but we work with big clients. So, we linked up and, bro, it was like magic.
Man, ain't that crazy? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, don't get discouraged out here, man. Just keep doing what you do. That man wasn't trying to do this. No. He wasn't trying to do nothing. He was just doing what he loved to do. Put it out there. The right person seen it. And he followed through with his actions.
Exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying? Made the play.
Man, you feel me? It was a great play, too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. So I just been watching and I said, man, this nigga got it, bro. I said, this nigga finna do it. He finna mess around. We gonna mess around and see you on TV, bro. Like doing Martha Stewart time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, it's gonna happen. And what's crazy is I know you a creator like me, man. And when people tell you can't do stuff, for me, bro, I use that as fuel, man. And in my mind, I always knew I could do. I can do anything I want to do, man. And it just be happening, bro. But for my goal is now as a trendsetter and as the person on the forefront is to go where there is no path and leave a trail for my people to come right behind me. Like, I don't want to be the only one. They say it's lonely at the top, so I want to bring my people with me, man. And I want to let my people know that just because we doing the same thing don't mean we can't rock together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people get it confused, that they're like, we doing the same thing, so they automatically turn it into a competition amongst each other. Which you could do that, that's cool, but man, make it a friendly competition if you're going to do that. But me, I don't even do that. Man, I'm going to bring you with me because Chattanooga alone, there's over 300,000 people here in Hamilton County and Chattanooga area.
That's it, bro.
I can't feed all them folks myself, so I need somebody who I can depend on, who I know can cook like me, to feed the rest of them too. So we're going to feed the whole whole city together.
And it's funny you say that, man, because I got my boy RMJR, my boy Roland, man. He do the deprogram
Y'all
show.
fool with him, man.
And I told when we first started, I told him, I said, man, what's gonna be good about this is, bro, we disagree genuinely a lot.
Yeah.
We disagree.
Yeah.
He feel this way, I feel that way.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and that's fine.
Right.
Like, we can all disagree, bro. Like, but we still can work together.
Right.
So that's the purpose of our little show that we got.
Yeah,
you
I
feel
like
me?
that.
Like,
I like
the war
it.
words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it feel like young brothers don't know how to disagree, bro. Right. They would kill each other over a disagreement. What you looking at? You looking at me mean? I ain't looking at you mean. I feel like you looking at me mean. Let's die. Pow, pow.
Yep.
What we doing? You feel me? Like, we gotta learn to negotiate, talk, and damn, white people do it all the time in them boardrooms. They cuss each other out and then make 10 million together.
Right.
You feel me?
Best friends.
So you see what I'm saying?
We be beefing.
You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. I know we talking about cooking.
Yeah.
We be beefing.
We be beefing.
But yeah, man. I just want to really get you on here, bro, and establish a ground base with you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a little later we upgrade and do another. But I just had to. Been wanting to get you on here, bro. Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's important to document our history. A lot of us, we don't know our history, bro.
Exactly.
And we in the time now where we can document our shit. Cause we gonna be gone one day.
Yep.
And we gotta leave some breadcrumbs.
Yep.
We gotta leave some breadcrumbs on the ground so they can know.
Trail.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, we don't be knowing that. Like, you know, I was telling you before this. Like, I never knew my granddad's name, what he looked like. Never seen a picture of him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I just do that do I just say, well, I ain't taking no pictures. I ain't doing nothing. When I die, I'm just dead.
Right.
You know, you gotta leave something, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, man, I remember back in the days, bro, I used to take pictures and I would never smile, man. Cause you want to look hard. Mm-hmm. Bro, I smile now because it's like, man, I got
what we frowning for?
Yeah, man, I got so much to live for and be happy about. And then speaking on the family thing, like I told you, man, my father's side of the family, bro, like I don't know them, so I'm trying to get to know them. But that going back to food, man, that's why I feel like I'm at a crossroad because I don't know my culinary identity. My father now from Mississippi, my granny from Baltimore. So a lot of my food, you'll see, I kind of mixed the two cultures together, man.
Ain't nothing wrong.
And I feel like that's where I kind of excel at because it's in me, you know.
That's your style.
Exactly.
Like, it ain't got to be a certain. Make your own. Like you said, make your own lane. Make your own lane, bro. Make your own lane, man.
Exactly. And
well, where you I got two last questions for you. Where do you see the future of cooking going? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel like it's wide open right now. You got so many great chefs, and they're using the tools they have, which is the internet. So what's finna happen is, man, you finna see a shift. You finna see a lot of restaurants close down because that's so old school. People ain't going in restaurants eating or feel like they have to. You know what I'm saying? What's happening is you got influencers coming up off of social media. Having pop-ups, people selling plates. And this is the new craze right now because that food is so much better because these people are actually cooking with their heart versus, you know,
you going to a restaurant and tip $100.
Exactly, bro. And these people are not even really cooking. Like, you know, I give you one even better, man. I used to work at this big steakhouse in the city, man. I ain't gonna say the name, but people kind of figure it out. But half they stuff's coming out the microwave, man. People in there paying $100 for steak.
Yeah, they you know, popped it out the plastic and put it in the microwave.
Facts, man. So you know, people really cooking, and you know, when people say, "Man, your price is high," you ain't realizing that we really cooking. And when you go to a restaurant,
man, we got this pull this meat out today.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
it's different.
I feel like the cooking game, man, it's finna be wide open, and I feel like if you interested in cooking or, you know, you got any love for it, this is the time to jump in there and leave your mark on the game. That's, you know.
That's real, man. That's real, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? I always do this thing, bro, because I believe our words are powerful. And I believe in speaking things into existence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what do the Bistro want to speak into existence, into his life, man, for the next 5 years?
Oh, man, the Bistro finna be the hottest commodity ever. While you hot, man, you gotta you gotta give it all you got. So right now I'm going into my season, and I know I am. I feel it. And so what I'm about to do is just go as hard as I possibly can, and leave it all on the table, man. And we trying to retire at 40.
Boom. Boom. Nah, that's real right there
Trying to
for
retire
real.
at 40.
Hey, it's possible, man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
possible. It's possible. But yeah, man, we appreciate you coming through, bro. And
appreciate you,
we
man.
definitely me and you working on something. We're gonna put something together so
Oh,
the
yeah.
people that watch the Chitlin Circuit and watch the show, they can y'all can reach out to them and let them. All you gotta do
Yeah.
is let them know that I heard about you on Little More Films. Little More Film sent me.
I do one even better, man. I have pop-ups every first and third Friday, man. If you come and say you heard of me or you seen me on Little Mo Films, man, we'll give you 10% off all your meal.
Boom,
That's
just
the
like
taxes.
that.
Yeah.
That's how we do that, man. That's how you work that out. That's business, y'all. That's what we doing, man. So, yeah, man, congratulations to you, bro.
Appreciate you.
You feel me?
Appreciate
and
you.
Keep grinding, keep grinding. The
Man.
sky's the limit. You
And we're
know
gonna
what
be
I'm
back,
saying?
man. If you
Yeah.
have me, we're gonna be back, man.
Most definitely. We, you know, this a platform for you, bro. Like, if you got
Appreciate
something
you.
going on, you want to get it out there, you know, I might can't reach as many people yet as News Channel 9. You feel
You
me?
getting
Notice
there.
I said
Yeah,
yet.
you
I
getting
believe
there.
words are powerful.
Right.
It ain't that I can't, because the game, just like you say, the food game changing.
It's wide open.
This news thing changing, cause
Exactly.
we bringing the real facts about the news.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
and we know what this is. So I feel like I'm going against the news.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, not in a bad way,
No.
but just being different. You feel me?
Hey, and contrary to popular belief, bro, you a journalist, man.
That's it.
You a
Yeah,
journalist out
that's
here.
it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, we appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all.
The Bistro, man, on the Chitlin Circuit. We out.
All right, man.
Boom.